Well, hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of Dead Spud. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's movie we're going for came out this year, 2025, and this one is called Shiver Me Timbers. It's another Popeye horror film. Now, I previously covered two of them prior to this one. There was Popeye's Revenge, and then there was Popeye the Slayer Man, which I was like, oh, this is the one I heard of first, like, you know, this is going to be good. And now there's this one, Shiver Me Timbers. So all in the first, like, you know, first half year of 2025, they chuck them out there. Me and Hibbs have previously done Mouse of Horrors, which is a Mickey Mouse one. So there's a shitload of these kind of films out there. They got like a Cinderella one coming out. And if they do an Alice one, I might watch that. But if it's not American McGee who does it, I probably don't want to watch it, to be honest. But I don't know, that's one that could be done really well. Just play the fucking computer games, the Alice computer games. Just copy that. You can't go wrong. But here we go. So this one is based in 1986. So it's an 80s themed one. Awesome. That gets props on me. And apparently, Olive Oil, Popeye and his little crew of friends just go on a camping trip. It's like Haley's comet comes down, a part of the meteorite hits him or something. It turns him into this murderous killing machine. Is he called Popeye prior to that? I don't know. I'm guessing so, because one of the characters is Olive Oil. So what I've seen on the trailer, this one actually looks like it's pretty much a comedy horror, whereas the other two, don't get me wrong, they weren't fully serious, but they went for more of a serious tone, like, you know. From what I've seen on this one, I got a bad feeling it's going to be very obnoxious and just this ain't funny, because what I've seen on the clips, I'm like, shit, you know, but I've covered two of them. I kind of committed myself to it, so I'm going to do this one, whatever, but just an heads up, I'm not got the best feeling about it, but will I be surprised? I don't know. The Popeye dude looks the best of them all. The makeup on the dude, they've actually kind of made an effort on this one. I would say he looks the best of them all, so there's that.
But wait!
Have you seen this movie? If you have, let me know what you thought of it. If you got any movies to suggest, let me know. Otherwise, you know, after my reaction and my review at the end, you agree, disagree, give me your thoughts, your comments. Otherwise, let's just go for it, you know what I mean? So this one is Shiver Me Timbers from 2025. Okay, it just starts off with a little Halloween prop, and they actually attached bones to it, so there was a semi-ever made. Why have they put this filter on, trying to make it look old school? Like, it's all brand new footage.
I don't know.
Just got past a couple of years ago.
Proposition 19.
Like, alright, fair play to them. They're clearly going, let's act bad on purpose, so they're playing up to the 80s thing. But the problem with this, when you release a film in 2025, is like, are you really playing up to it? Are you trying to act like, you know? Anyway, this is Popeye, here we go. So he's just standing there, alright? I am what I am, and that's all I am.
You guys, you better behave yourselves.
Okay, they're chucking in the little references. Like, what was that? That's not something they do in the 80s. That's just like lame new school shit. That's what I mean. They're going to be like, no, we're just playing up to it. It's like, nah, that's not an 80s thing, buddy. That's just cringe, normal day thing.
Fucking embarrassment.
How'd you get her to come?
It wasn't easy.
How'd you get it to come? It wasn't easy.
Pathetic.
Are they just beating up some old guy now? Some random people, alright? Why are they running away, like?
They were going to kill him.
They were going to kill
Let
him.
me help you.
Well, they just kicking him. I don't think they're going to kill
Here
him.
you go.
You need to go. There's seeds. You need to go.
I mean, I know they're playing up to it, but
Fucking embarrassment.
they forgot to get a shot of him walking off, because that wasn't him walking off. That was someone else. They were like, shit, we forgot to get that shot, didn't he? He's gone home, isn't he? Bill, do you mind just blurring you out? We won't be able to tell.
Before you know it, she becomes a monster.
She starts fighting everyone.
Like that chick from Alien.
It's like I can tell it having a laugh, and like I can tell it having a laugh, but
MIT. It's a big deal.
is a viewer having a laugh? You know what I mean? It's one of them things.
Smart.
Not quite.
Come on, that's what friends do.
Honestly, you could have done without this scene entirely. I know it's only an hour and 13-minute film, which, you know, respect, because you're like, fuck, we haven't got much of a budget. But, I don't know, just, I would have done with shots to just make it happen sooner, and even if he's just stalking about for a bit. Whatever. Yeah, so she threw a... It said, like, college campus or something. It was so quick, I couldn't tell what the letter said. I don't know if it's a rejection or an acceptance letter, but... So she litters. Some poor little, like, fish is going to choke on that thanks to her, so she dies in the film. Karma, I guess, now, isn't it? And look how far away from the water she was, and somehow she fucking threw it, like, really petty, and it got into the water. Fuck off. She would have had to have gone... fucking thrown a rock in the middle of it to give it some weight to... you know what I mean?
I'm gonna stab him in the eye.
Again, attention to detail, don't fucking worry about that. It's only a film, innit?
Pathetic.
No. Noises.
Look at this. Let's just have a shot of someone shaking a bush.
What?
What's that, Bigfoot now? Fucking hell.
That's just what I want to hear right now.
Looks like you could use...
What is this dialogue? And also, I'm not too up on my Popeye lore, because all these random people might be references to side characters. I only remember Popeye, Olive Oil, and Bluto. I give her the Chud Award. I will give her the Chud Award.
Respect.
There's a wet patch on the left leg right at the bottom there. What was that about? Oh, not another fucking flare. Fucking, we had that shit in House of Horrors non-stop, didn't we, like? Lens flare shit. I wonder how awkward she felt filming this, like, because it's kind of completely pointless and, not effective. So how was it night there and daytime, or early evening at best with him? Are they in different timelines? What's going on here? Oh, now it's night again where the comet comes down. Oh, look at this. Oh, so a tiny bit went into his pipe. He's gonna smoke it anyway, or? Alright, now he's having an effect, alright?
Still trying to figure that out.
So stupid.
I've got your back. Don't worry.
Dialogue is fucking awful. Awful. But anyway, here we go.
What we got here? Aye. Looks like we got ourselves...
So here's the new actor to replace him, because his whole body and build is different. Well, look at that CGI face and that fucking CGI punch. What? What the fuck, man? It did not look like that in the trailer. That's fucking weird, man. Like, is the whole person a computer animated thing, like, now? Have they gone that... Is he fully CGI now?
What?
Coming down towards me. There's this really...
Here's another thing I've always been curious about. Like, that older guy's closer to my build, you know. He's not fucking I'm not exactly fucking big on my... More on the skinny side, right? So he's wearing all these clothes, right? So he gets mutated, turns into Arnold Schwarzenegger size, and the clothes fits him? How does that work?
I don't know.
She says, I know who you...
Yeah, that's right. Let's have this rambling on story that's going to go nowhere in an hour and 13-minute film. So... let me just fill in the fucking air here. Something I've noticed about a lot of these, like, new school films, right? Well, here's my theory, right? It's a younger cast. I'm guessing a lot of the writers and directors, you know, at latest in their 30s, at the latest, at very latest, right? What I reckon they've done, they've gone, oh, I like like, 3 films from the 80s. These are films I like. Weren't born, like, you know, and lived through it. Just kind of like, yeah, I just saw these 3 films made in the 80s once.
Say go on.
I'm going to try and replicate that. There's like no authenticity to it, like, it's just kind of like, that's what it feels like. Oh, you've watched 1 or 2 80s films, let's chuck in the tropes you were there, but then make it feel like people acting like in 2025, like you're not going to, you know what I mean, play up to how people acted more back then. No, none of that.
You know what? Strange thing is...
And again, I rambling on, bollocks, right? And that's the result of it for that. I rambled on, and this is what this film's offering us, you know what I mean?
Pathetic.
Fucking sailor!
He's covered in blood and they're laughing at him, right?
Don't forget
Oh dear.
Pathetic.
She didn't even take a toke of that. That's a bit better.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Oh, I fucking Bruce Campbell. This is what I mean, like, you know, oh yeah, remember Evil Dead? Give me some sugar, baby. Like, you know, you'll chuck that in this fucking Popeye film because that mixes well with it, you know? Oh, you know, set in the 80s.
Early in the morning.
Got a lens flare on his arm.
Pathetic.
Okay, now he's randomly got a bone in his mouth. I'm guessing that was from the guy we didn't see earlier. He collected a bone or some shit. What is this? Again, with like, it's a weird rubber fucking mask going on. Like, what the fuck? Is he ripping his ears off? What's going on here? Oh, he ripped his head off, alright. Like, look how weird that looks. It looks like a PlayStation 3 game at best, like, you know what I mean? So also, when a meteorite hits you, look at this. Okay. So when a meteorite hits you, you learn how to, like, make pipes out of bones and shit as well.
What?
Why are they all laughing at them farting?
Yeah, you seen the trailer?
Little monster from space.
This is my point. They're like, oh, remember Terminator? That was an 80s film. The first one was. The second one, if you reference it now, not to 92. But yeah, the first one, I'll give you that. Oh yeah, Critters came out today. Oh yeah, what else came out in the fucking 80s? Let's just chuck that in there. Why does he sound like the Robocop walking on gravel? Look how weird that looks, though. What the fuck?
Not so hard. Too hard.
What's going on? He was just doing it doggy style, and now this is... And it's just cut to this. Okay, look at that. I think he's going down both because his other arm's doing that. I don't know what the fuck he... Okay?
Ha! Gay!
And now he's just got his CGI head looking left and right like that. While his CGI... Look at that! Like, why? I don't get why you did that. Surely at that moment you just went, that looks fucking shit. Now we'll do a whole film like this.
Fuck this.
Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this. They have this list of banned film called the Video Nasty List or something.
Now we're talking about the video banned nasty list. Remember that in the 80s? All the Italian horror films? Like, they're proving my point more and more as the film goes along, like.
It's not my priority right now.
So here we go. Olive Oil, that we know as Popeye's lover. A 2025 film, of fucking course. She's flirting with a... I guess a non-binary person. Like, I guess, and that's what... 2025, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Let's, like, whatever.
What the fuck is this?
Now, this, okay. He said I can see his legs when he were walking that way. How could you have, unless you went to the front? You would have seen the whole part of him, but there we go.
What?
Yeah, look at this. I think I know what you're going to say, and then I'm guessing she got killed in the background.
Bet your ass.
Right, went through the head, okay. And then just standing there, okay.
Shit down his neck.
What? I was good about to give this guy props. It's like, he's probably the only character that's bearable. And to be honest, he is, because he's the only one who's kind of like, you know what, mate, I've been watching 80s horror films for years, mate. I can naturally act that way. Although a lot of moments are like, what the fuck, that's down to the writing. But he's the only one who's kind of like, yeah, this guy knows the assignment. Everyone else is just kind of like, let's try and be funny and come across cringe. And look at this. He's CGI.
A fucking embarrassment.
I can't believe they made him CGI. Like, in the trailer, I swear to fuck, they didn't do that.
Anything happens, no matter what, everyone meet at the car.
But I would usually rip into this, right? He's been a gentleman. He's like, look, I'm going to go and distract him. You two run. And then Olive goes, no, your clothes, you're too bright, you'll see you. I would have looked at him and went, well, at the end of the day, I've got a girlfriend here. I'm not getting nothing out of you. You know, you fuck off. I'm staying with my girlfriend. I want to fucking live on with her. Like, you know what I mean? Crack on. So, good effort, mate. 2025 as well, you know? So, you know, just with the times. Look at this CGI. You've got to be shitting me. Like, why did they decide to do this?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because we can't afford makeup, so... Oh, I know a guy who's really good on Blender. He made a Popeye action figure, like an animation before. Can you send me a shit? Unfinished? And apparently she's crawled past him, even though blatantly he's right in front of her.
Ah, go off.
Yeah, the same fucking shot for the last 5 minutes in an hour and 13-minute film with credits, may I add, that don't kick in till about 45 minutes.
Pathetic.
He keeps looking about, like, why don't you just fucking go and check instead of going every 2 seconds? There's something there, something there, something there. Just fucking check. So he's just dragging her out, so all this time, he knew she was there? Hey, look how bad that looks, so. Okay, so the car's on fire a bit. Okay, that was the old guy from earlier, because of comic, I guess. The guy who walked off the fucking set when he got someone else to play the role who was supposed to have come back, so they had to replace him with fucking some Halloween props he found in the fucking garage. Oh, this'll fucking do shit. Why is his body green? Don't ask. Just don't ask. Just don't worry about it. Like, what they've done, they've, like, traced, like, CGI over the guy's face, so that's why it just looks so fucking weird. It would have just been better to just give him makeup, mate. It would have looked better than whatever the fuck that is. Fucking just go to the pound shop and buy a mask. It would have been better. Up the classic. Oh, my leg! Is he going to do a head stomp or some shit like that? Because the guy's like crawling now, right? No, he's back up.
But wait!
So somehow he's just right behind him. Alright. Well, what did he even do to her then? Blood sprayed, but what happened?
I don't know.
What's this? He's like got a toxic barrel of something now. What's this about? And he's gonna dip him in acid, I guess? Or goo? I don't even know. So people just keep acid, goo. So is that like the Return of the Living Dead? Years later, because this is 86, is he gonna be like the zombie that comes out in Return of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Oh, so here we go. So what happened to her? Because loads of blood sprayed when he hit her or something. Look at this. Alright, at least an effect was made. Best effect of the film. But what happened to her? Because he punched her and blood splattered. Like, has she not got a broken nose or? Don't touch him. He's all acidy. So they're that close to an industrial estate. So instead of running into the industrial estate, or even like chances are it's like a little fucking housing estate after it. Like, no, don't worry about that.
Hello?
Look at this. What's happening now?
The man tried to kill me.
What you say?
She's just coming like, just help me. What you say? You got my shotgun here.
Killing everybody?
There's a man trying to kill you. Yeah, I'm the one with a shotgun, bitch. This is... He's like, let me take a look at you. Let me guess. Come into my chambers and be quiet like a good girl now.
Not quite.
Nobody's killing anybody around here. You're safe here.
I don't know if you're safe with this, dude. Why is there a dude in a wheelchair with a shotgun who lives in a fucking container out... Like, oh... This just spells like every wrong turn all over again, doesn't it?
I'll be asking the questions.
What the fuck? Look at this. Like, she's panicking. I'll be asking questions. It's not like, you know, okay, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? You talk to me, you're safe here, you know. Drink this fucking petrol. Don't worry about all my hammers and my torture equipment here. Just lay on that bed. Be a good girl. It's like, fuck. What the fuck?
I remember reaching for Charlie.
Nah, he's going on about, like, 1973 when I was in Vietnam, like, and all this shit now. So I think he's having some psychotic fucking episode now. him in a wheelchair against Popeye. This'll be interesting. Okay. So he's saying all this shit happened before when he was in war. And everyone was dead. Did no one get infected?
Sorry.
And also, look at his teeth. I don't know if that's real, but if not, best effects of the film. But part of me thinks it's real because they put a fucking CGI thing on him,
What are we
main
going to do?
bad guy.
Who's Bernice?
Ah, look at the face he give her. Who's Bernice? He's like, Bernice, eh? Right, let's see what's happening here now. What is Bernice? She was like, ha ha ha. So is that like a massive gun that's gonna be able to burn him or something? Ah, she picked up a grenade and said no to a fucking grenade.
What?
Okay, so he just gets battered with a plank of wood. Okay. Why is blood spraying like that? Like, it's not even coming from his head.
Pathetic.
Love, you've been playing with that hammer for 20 minutes. What's she doing?
I don't know.
Why is she crawling? She took the hammer even though there was a gun, knife and 2 grenades. Why don't you put a grenade in your pocket and a gun, tuck it in and whatever, you know. Limited equipment, yes, Resident Evil, innit? So why's she been crawling? Like, because as it's been explained, he punched her, there's all blood coming out and she's kind of been crawling the whole time. It didn't establish, did she get punched in the stomach or something?
I don't know.
And now she just crawled into him without noticing, alright? Look at this now. Yeah, he just grabs her straight away, alright?
Pathetic.
Well, she just choked her and chucked her on the floor, okay. Oh, now this dude's come out of nowhere now, here we go. Like, you can see the CGI on the head because of how, like, the head's not really moving. It's awkward as fuck. Oh, look at that. He's stabbing him with the ash out of his pipe somehow in his eye. Because I know in the whole trailer he didn't have an eye. I thought, like, a meteorite was going to go through his eye, but this is a result of it. So look at this. So he digged into his pipe and somehow pulled out, like, a fucking ash light. And didn't burn his hand and get infected himself or nothing, no?
What?
Oh dear. Well, the other film did it better. They actually showed the head fucking gush. Is she gonna pick it up? That's right. Yeah, you just keep hold of it. Like, yeah, don't worry about that now. No, well, I'm burnt, innit?
What an idiot!
Is that her hand? Ah, right. And now, is she doing an Evil Dead? She's attaching a chainsaw with that thing to her arm. Oh yeah, Evil Dead came out in the 80s. That's really Popeye-like. Let's chuck this in all the fucking time. One of the only 80s films I saw that came out in the 80s, you know what I mean? And now his eyes are back to being black and not red. I don't know why. So she's attached that to her arm. She's upgraded from Evil Dead. That's actually quite funny. And that was Bernice, alright. You know, this is like... This should have been a film from, like, the beginning. But then look what they're gonna do, you dumb CGI shit. Oh, he's kicking it and shit.
Feels disgusting.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we'll just cut up a CGI fucking character we made on Blender. And blend it, alright. It had such a cool idea, but this result is lame as fuck.
Pathetic.
God. And your resemblance now with this whole shit is not so much Evil Dead now. This is more like them Japanese films, isn't it? Like Machine Girl vs. whatever, which didn't come out in the 2000s. But here we go. Somehow she hasn't chopped the fuck out of him. Yeah, he's hitting her with a hammer. So she's got that massive thing, and he's still getting a better of her with a fucking hammer. Oh dear, she's useless. And this CGI is fucking a joke, right? Like, the whole background's just black. They were like, let's not add... Oh yeah, remember, there's all crates in the background because we're in an industrial estate. No, make this on Blender quick. And then somehow she managed to cut him in the stomach now. Here we go. That should have cut through him ages ago anyway, but there we go. I just can't take it no more. That was your last one-liner.
Pathetic.
Chainsaws are for children.
It's not a chainsaw, chainsaws are for children. Well, when it looks CGI, it looks a pile of shit, so chainsaws all the way, innit? Oh yeah, remember this in a Chainsaw Massacre? They came out in the fucking 70s, although you're replicating 80s films. Fucking idiots. So apparently he's just gone.
And let's hope we get some answers soon. Take care.
And she's got a robot arm now. Yeah, because you just like... Any normal person learns how to make a robotic arm in their fucking garage like that. Yeah. Groovy. A groovy. Evil Dead reference yet again. Right, so that was Shiver Me Timbers from 2025. It was based in the 80s, so they basically played up to that, right? The only actor I thought was semi kind of like, oh, you've seen a few of these films, because he wasn't over the top, but he was playing it all right, except a few moments. Don't even know the character's name. The guy was wearing a pink top. He was the only one who was like, you know what, you kind of subtly, yeah, that's kind of, you know, close to what it was. Everyone else was like, well, basically, they make a million Evil Dead references. They should have done a parody of Evil Dead, because I don't know what the fuck, like, what's Popeye and Evil Dead got to do with each other? It's set in the 80s, oh, let's chuck in 80s references. 90% of them being Evil Dead. And they even chuck in the fucking Chainsaw Massacre of all the ching, ching, ching. That didn't come out till fucking, like, 1974, 78, something like that. You know what I mean? So they didn't do their research shows, right? What I'm massively surprised about, in the trailer and when I saw the picture, the Popeye the Sailor Man is what I said right in the beginning. It's like, oh, he looks like the best one I've seen. I don't know what the fuck happened. They must have, like, advertised a work print. And then they were like, mate, we've got 2 weeks to this. All right, let's get the guy to just quickly do CGI over his head. Even when it's a guy, clearly they CGI just over his head, right? And I'm guessing the guy was like, mate, you got 2 weeks to do it. That's how it felt, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck that was about, like, you know what I mean? So they're playing up to it. At least they went for the comedy route, but it was very like, no, like, unfortunately, like, you know, it was a thing of its time. Unless you lived in the 80s, you're never going to be able to really replicate it properly. Like, if you're young, like, say you're young actors, what you need to do is get someone who worked on 80s films and say, look, we're doing an 80s parody. Can you advise us exactly like on the script? Because you'll look at your writing and go, what the fuck is this? That's nothing to be said in the 80s. What is this? What? You know what I mean? Why is Olive Oil now lesbian when she was always like, you know, in love with 2025, you know what I mean? Fucking shut up. You know, like, you need someone who'd be like, no, like, just do it proper, you know what I mean? There's loads of that shit in it, but it's fucking so over the place as well, this film, like, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? Some of the kills, like, I kind of give them props, and all of a sudden the guy's like blinking, like all CGI, like when his head's squashed, and then the woman's head's off and she's looking like that, and the guy's head's off and he's looking like that. I think I've seen like 2 80s films where that happened, so you can't say that was an 80s thing, no. 80s films, he was just like a rubber prop. You just fucking actually cut off his head in real life and then just have fucking spraying coming from it, which is why it looked better. So yeah, it was kind of like a love letter to the 80s, but they were like, we're doing a Popeye film because it's public domain, but basically most of our references are Evil Dead. Maybe a Jason thing here and there. You know what I mean? The idea of that seems great, innit? Just people go camping, get fucked, and Popeye just kills them and that, but they managed to fuck that up. So it's a dud, innit? You managed to fuck up what was the best idea of all the Popeye films, and what I thought looked like the best one in your promos. You went over them with CGI, so what the fuck that was about? Literally at points, he's fully CGI though. At points, it's just like I'm watching like a PS2 cutscene. I say PS3, I was being nice. I'd say the end part of maybe the early PS3 days where they were still hadn't fully like gone to what they're capable of. But if the point is watching, it's like, is this a PS3 cutscene you've just chucked in a film? Yeah, kind of. I didn't know what to expect, but it kind of turned out to be what I expected in the sense of like, it's shit, you know what I mean? I wouldn't recommend it. If I give props to anything, I give the one of the women a chud in here, and the guy who had the pink top on. I'm getting the impression, bro, you've watched 80s films because you weren't as like cringy as them. You were like, you know, bit of subtlety while I do it. He was probably the most, if you can say, a convincing character since we're the whole 80s theme because they play up on it. And then a woman with a fucking massive chainsaw and it goes into like 2000s Japanese machine girl style thing. You know what I mean? It was a shit show. They just didn't know how to end it, what to do. Popeye's still alive, apparently. Whatever. Like, you're not getting a sequel for this. Like, if you are, I don't know how the fuck you are. Like, but there we go. If you've seen this, what did you make of it? Any movies to suggest, let me know. Otherwise, I got no more to say, really. Like, you know what I mean? I've been Maniacal Max, so until next time, peace out.
Maniacal Mac.